Full disclosure, news and commentary number 22, 22, 22, 22. Yeah. This is a little later than I usually put out the full disclosure. One, I wanted to get out that NWA questions top 10 P list, along with the bonus P list of the 10 wrestling entities that I feel like the NWA should sign from the Georgia area. You're going to want to check that out. Plus subscriber celebration. Awesomeness with my kids as always. So this full disclosure, part of it, the reason it's a little later is I was waiting for more news to come in, frankly. I do have commentary, and the commentary is going to be a bit of a freaking wrist slapping for most of the groups in Georgia. So, that's going to be fun. Isn't that always fun? Yeah, it's fun. Let's talk about the shows that happened for sure. Spine Buster. In spite of the fact that they do Wednesday night, they do numbers. Valdosta, Georgia, for those of you who do not know, is kind of the halfway point between Atlanta and Orlando. So it's about 3 hours. It's really close there to the Florida-Georgia border. I refuse to say Florida-Georgia line because I don't want my testicles to shrink. I said it. But it's right there. Usually when I would go back and forth, we'd go on trips to Atlanta or to Orlando before I lived here. Valdosta was that good stopping point halfway. 198, their crowd. They're actually going to come up in the commentary. What the fuck's that about? You'll have to wait and see. Dragon Con happened the next night. On the 29th, their usual big crowd. A lot of fun. Apparently a good match or two thrown in there, which is a bit of a shock. A number of Hall of Fame things given out. That show is what it is. It's a success. Slim J showing he's got a good wrestling IQ. Didn't I say that before? He's one of the guys who helps book that show. They put it on. Success. Guys had fun. Nobody got hurt. Yay. Yeah, sounds like a winner to me. I'm glad, by the way, that show they used to use it as sort of an infomercial or a way to expose people to the Anarchy product, and they now realize that that's horse shit, and they should realize it's horse shit. People come to that show. It's part of the thing that kicks Dragon Con off. It's a lot of fucking fun, for sure, and it's treated appropriately. If I had the book on that thing, would it be even more geeked up and weird? Yes. But that show, I think, has moved in that direction to the good. Yay, nothing bad to say. Brandon, King B. McClure, longtime wrestling fan. Almost anybody who's worked in Georgia, especially the West Georgia area, for an extended period of time knows who that guy is. And he died. It's sad. He got to sort of live his wrestling dream a little bit, being a manager. Had cerebral palsy, had a tough life, but pro wrestling made it better, and he certainly loved being a part of it. And I think he contributed to the guys as much as he was as much as he got out of being a part of wrestling. I think the wrestlers really enjoyed getting to know him and performing for him. Rest in peace, dude. All right. What else is going on? What's going on this weekend? Southern Honor's got a show. It's a big one for them. It feels like they need to make a bit of a comeback, even though, their last show had a fucking monster crowd, no doubt about that. And they seem to be going balls out. On paper, it's a great show. It's their go-home show for their anniversary show, I believe, which is their big one of the year. And we'll see what happens. Main event is AC Mack, Corey Hollis, and Logan Creed. So it'll be great to see the fallout from that show. Fundraiser show for JJ, September 6th, Landmark Arena. A lot of people going to be there. A lot of different groups represented. Obviously, that's something that you want to be at or you want to participate in. That's something where if you want to donate money, there's lots of ways to do that. Nigel Sherrod's been making the rounds showing up on people's podcasts to promote the event. He's probably booking that thing. Awesome. Can't wait to hear about it. I'm sure it's the kind of show that Larry will be at that show. And I believe Rob Rod is going to be at the Southern Honor Show. So we'll get reports on those. There are other shows taking place, of course. And yeah, AWE, they're having a show, and this will be the finals of their manager contest, which I think in some ways went much better than expected. I think they are going to get what they wanted, which is attention and a bump up in their crowd. That'll be the really interesting test. How many more people than 100 are they going to get? If they are north of 100, any number that they are north of 100, I think you can directly tie that into the manager contest. Now, here's my rant. Let's talk about this manager contest. You probably think I'm going to rip on the quality of the people that entered. I'm not. I mean, it is what we knew it was going to be, right? Different levels of marks that would be fucking terrible, down to a couple people who were all right, and then one or two that ended up, oh, fucking got our attention, right? Some notables. Justin Michaels is a guy that I fucking love from the Florida area, though I thought his submissions weren't his best stuff. The Jim Carrey thing, I didn't fucking really like it, just being honest. But I like him as a manager, and I've seen him do great fucking shit in Florida. So is it a shame he didn't make the finals? Yeah. Is it a shame that some of the more fascinating entrants, from Big Titty Skank to fucking black and white weird video guy didn't get to the finals? Yeah. Who do we got in the finals? We've got Young Professor and then two guys that don't deserve to be there. Let's be real. We can debate about the rules to get in and da-da-da. Here's my rant. The spirit of the contest is supposed to be the three guys who deserve to get there would get there. And AWE made no bones about the fact that it was a popularity contest. After all, if this contest is supposed to promote their show and get people to come to their show, then it behooves them to whoever got shared the most, liked the most, and all this stuff, gets to the finals. So what does that mean? That means whoever the third fucking guy was who did it a little bit, and C. Nick who did it entirely. I mean, that guy would have 30 or 40 or 50 shares, and they were all him. Is there any way, shape, or form where that is in the spirit of the contest? Of course not. If AWE had it to do all over again, would they have found a way to stop that from happening? Yes. Was C. Nick's, especially his second submission, one of the most boring fucking shitty things? It looked like he was reading off of a teleprompter badly and slowly. He's fucking awful, folks. I can't wait to see the finals of this contest. I hope it is posted. I hope it is posted because we're going to see. You get opportunities to perform in this shit. Here's my rant. And whatever you think of the contest, and I know a number of people who absolutely despise it, a number of people who have watched the contest with interest, and a number of people who think, oh, it's pretty cool. But it did the most important thing, which is it's interesting. And AWE needs the attention. And as somebody told me earlier today, if it even gets them 10 people who wouldn't have come to their show live, and hundreds of people that wouldn't have even thought about dabbling in their product, it's a success. So it's a success. Kudos to Josh and Murder. But and you can see this from even the people who the entrants who were expecting to get to the finals and even a couple that didn't, the consensus seemed to be, well, now young professor's just going to walk away from it. And is anything less interesting than a foregone conclusion? What's even worse is if one of the other two guys managed to win this fucking thing because young professor is way off his game. That's fucking awful. Then you didn't get the best, right? You didn't get close to the best. You got the person who basically shamelessly won in the only way that they could, which was to click share on their own shit again and again and again. I did not see one person defend C. Nick as, no, that guy deserved to be there because I thought his promo was really good. It was just such a foregone conclusion that that promo was shit. So here's my rant. AWE, which is supposed to have the most loyal and the smarty smart of the smart fans, what is their reaction going to be? What's their reaction going to be? I know what mine would be. What is their reaction going to be? I suspect what will happen. Of course, you're going to give all three of the guys a chance to cut their promo. That's whatever. But are they going to resent the fact that the other schmuck, Kyle, what the fuck ever, and C. Nick cheated to get there? That they're being deprived the chance to get the three best. Are they going to be mad about that? Are they going to be upset about that? Or are they just going to treat, well, this whole contest doesn't really matter, and whatever manager emerges from this thing, it doesn't really matter. I'm curious what the AWE's fans would be, because remember, they went away, and now they have been wooed back to AWE. And they're going to be joined by people who are kind of outsiders. So this is their chance, because AWE, more than almost any other league, is sort of a fan-driven league in a lot of ways. A lot of the cues on those shows are taken from audience reactions. So how is the audience going to react to 2 out of the 3 managers who made the finals of that contest that simply don't deserve to be there? I know people are going to argue with me, and they're going to send messages, and they're going to say how I don't matter publicly, though they'll be afraid to say my name because they're straight up bitches, whatever. But the AWE deserves credit, because the fact that I'm fucking spending this much time talking about their manager contest in and of itself is a success. Good for fucking them. But fuck, Young Professor was the one that I liked from the beginning. Young Professor is the one I still like. And I do think that a contest, which, if I'm being completely honest, full disclosure, I thought it was fucking stupid. Though I did understand. I mean, someone tried to explain to me, it's like, oh, just to get publicity. It's like, fucking doy. Like, I'm not dumb. Like, and I think it's a good move for AWE to do. I do think it's a shame that the thrill of the competitive part of it is now gone. And what you have is 2 guys who sort of skirted the rules. Like when I watched Wheeler's video from Dragon Con about announcing it, you could even see he was fucking annoyed. And he wouldn't say flat out that they cheated. And I'll say it. Kyle, what the fuck your name is, cheated to get there. And C. Nick certainly cheated to get there. But, for C. Nick, this is nothing new. And full disclosure, C. Nick doesn't like me. I don't fucking like him. He talks shit about me online. Other people defend me. I don't have time. And plus, I'm not friends with C. fucking Nick. Jesus Christ. I don't like C. Nick. I mean, he's typical of the kind of guy I do not like in pro wrestling, right? A guy that buys his ways on the shows, that has no talent, right? The ultimate insult in most entertainment medium is to call someone a medium talent. C. Nick is not a medium talent. He is a medium rare talent, but not rare in the good way. Rare as in undercooked, raw, unappetizing. he buys his way onto shows. He sort of weasels his way into things. He hangs on. He likes wrestling well enough, clearly. But he's not good. He's certainly not great. Could he get there someday? No. Because what that would take is the willingness to be great and the willingness to sacrifice. And see, Nick is very typical of the guys that are just involved with wrestling just because they hang around enough and they're willing to kiss the right ass and they're willing to pay to be on shows and they're willing to play the part long enough. The ironic, and it is ironic, thing that seeing Nick talk shit about me is the following, folks. Nobody could book that guy in a position where he's fucking anything or train him except for me. See, Nick is exactly the kind of guy that I would have taken into PCW, shown how to fucking do a thing, gotten the best out of him, and encouraged him to the point where he would have had actual success and been put in a position where he would have been actually great. Do you think he was the first guy that had no business being in pro wrestling that I would have dealt with? No, that was a lot of people. But I ran them through the ringer. They would train with me, and I would make them pay I would make them pay, as they'd say in Game of Thrones, the iron price for getting into wrestling, and I don't apologize for it. I may be the last of the asshole trainers in Georgia. The last of the true fucking beat you down, strip you down to bare wood before I help remake you motherfuckers. I don't know if those guys exist anymore. Does Slim J still train? If the answer is no, then I suspect the answer to that question is no. And see, Nick needs to be stripped down to bare wood. But I would have been the most understanding, right? I don't care if you're fucking gay. In fact, wonderful. You're gay. That's something that I can work with. That's something that I can pull out of you. See, Nick, like many of the people, many on the shitbird level, are people that have a hole within them, within their soul, that has to be filled with the attention and adulation of others. That sounds really harsh, but that is most performers, period, at every level of the game, in pro wrestling, in theater, and acting in general. Holes in their soul that needs to be filled up with the adulation of others. And people would say that's a harsh thing to put on C. Nick. I will only defend it by saying that's most people in the performance game. But it's certainly him. If you're a guy who creates dummy accounts to defend you on Facebook or on message boards, or you have dummy accounts so you can share things to win this contest, as opposed to just being fucking great or putting in the work. His video in the second round was certainly the fucking laziest. And I know you're saying, well, Steve, you're not exactly the production king yourself. You sit there in your living room and I have talent, bitches, and knowledge. That's why you're here. That's why you're watching. That's why, let me be bold and honest. When you see that I have a new video, you're happy. I'm part of your routine. Yeah, I'm going to listen to your videos when I'm at the gym. Yeah, I'm going to listen to them while I'm taking a shit in the morning. Yeah, cool. Oh, fuck, Steve's got another video. I can't wait to fucking see what this is. Oh, shit, this video? Oh, my God, is he going to fucking tear somebody apart? It's going to be fucking crazy, man. Full disclosure, I got to watch Full Disclosure. I got to know what's going on. I got to see what Steve's going to go off about. Talent. Now my kid is forcing me to be better. God bless her. Forced me to organize the YouTube page, forced me to do the Patreon and get all that together. And hell, today she took my website, StephenPlatinum.com, and reorganized it for me. So now I can make that part of my link, and it's a part of my little growing enterprise here. It's fucking wonderful. What I don't have to do is I don't have to make a bunch of dummy accounts to subscribe to my channel. I don't even subscribe to my own channel. I don't have to do that. Because in the long term, when push comes to shove, this AWE Managers Contest represents something that's very real about pro wrestling, which is you can do anything by hook or by crook, but at the end of the day, he's going to be standing in that ring. And in his mind, he's like, my only job was to get there. And in a way, he's right. C. Nick's right, and the Kyle motherfucker is right. Their job is to get to the finals. And now the magic can take over. Can it? Has C. Nick ever, in his years of trying to be involved with this shit, cut a good promo? Fuck no. That's harsh, but it's true. So I can't wait. I can't wait to see what happens at this AWE thing. I'm finding myself getting excited about it again. At first I was disappointed, like, let's be honest, everybody else, including Murder and Josh, that the best three did not get to the final. And that we have one that deserves to be there and two that fucking do not. Let's call it what it is. But any example I get to see those that do wrong punished, I love that as much as I love those that deserve the lift to rise. My question is, the AWE fans who love AWE and want the best and are happy to see it back and want to see the best stuff continue, what is their reaction going to be? They who are the most vocal and the least controlled of all fans. I'm curious. Are they going to live up to advanced billing or not? I'll say this. Young Professor's going to win that fucking thing on merit. And the fact that there are people who are going to be walking in that door and paying for a ticket for him. That's the truest test of true popularity, is it not? And he's the only one who's going to be able to really offer that. See, Nick, who is the only Atlanta guy who's now in the finals, who the fuck is going to come out and buy a ticket to see Nick? Young Professor's winning. The Kyle guy's going to be shit. And C. Nick is going to cut the most boring milquetoast promo. And even if he starts yelling and screaming, or he's dumb enough to try to make it about me like Eric Nelson did, whatever the fuck he tries, at the end of the day, he just doesn't have it. And that's going to come across. And the AWE fans, if they are who they say they are, will punish him for it. And I will spike the motherfucking football. We're not even at the commentary yet. As long as I'm ranting and fucking raving about this shit, let's go into the commentary. There are shows that are the A shows. Southern Honor, Southern Fried are clearly the A shows. They have something in common besides the Southern moniker. Hate it. But, yeah. They promote. I see videos from the two of them all the fucking time. I see their posters posted all the fucking time. You know what I don't see? Anarchy's posters that much. You know what I never see? Anarchy videos. You know what I don't see from Peach State? And I'm just calling out the groups that used to be number one. Anarchy, Peach State. I don't see shit from them. I barely see posters. I certainly don't see videos. If it wasn't for Matt Hankins carrying those two groups as far as videos, I would have seen shit from them all fucking year. This is my fucking slap on the wrist or across the fucking face to the B shows that once were A shows, to the shows that used to be great, and now you're nothing but the world on Matt Hankins' back. He's atlasing you motherfuckers right now. Get on it. It's a different era, and you're not working hard enough, promoters. And those promoters, for Peach State and Anarchy in particular, have been Promoter of the Year. And you're not adapting to the times. But David Manders is. Gary Lamb is. Fuck. I said I was going to bring up Spinebuster. I see more shit from Spinebuster. I see their poster all the fucking time. I see every video they put out. Here's a small video clip of something major that happened. Oh, look. Oh, fuck. Hold My Beer Hansen's getting hit. They're fucking taping him to the fucking pole and hitting him over the head with a chair. What the fuck? Why am I seeing more shit from Spinebuster than from Anarchy or Peach State when I'm on every fucking mailing list imaginable? Because they're hungry. Because they want it more. Southern Honor wants it. Southern Fried wants it. I'll just be blunt. The videos are symptomatic of this. Anarchy and Peach State. And those are the two I'm talking to. There's fucking other groups, of course. There's other groups that should be better and should be putting out video and should be caring more that don't. But Anarchy and Peach State. What happened, man? Your ass used to be beautiful. Can anybody deny that Anarchy and Peach State are not doing enough? That the only videos that they put out, the only video I saw promoting fucking war games was Matt Hankins. What's the point of Anarchy having all this fucking footage and this alleged television fucking internet fight TV? Who fucking cares? If you're not going to use that footage to promote yourself on Facebook, which is the main way your audience sees shit. Your audience is not a Twitter audience. They're not a fucking Instagram audience. They're certainly not a Snapchat audience. Are you fucking kidding me? They're a Facebook audience. How you have all that footage and you couldn't show great matches from fucking war games past or promos in the past or put together a quick video package of what led us to this moment? You just left it to Hankins to do fucking everything. On Peach State, the only thing I've ever seen from them is fucking Matt Hankins promo about Sal and fucking Shane Marks. Like, I said it was going to be the haves and the have-nots. 2019. And how many times have I been proven right on that shit again and again and again? You can call this a platinum challenge if you want. Anarchy, Peach State. Shit or get off the pot. Work harder or get the fuck out. Do something with this footage. Do something. Your guys need to cut promos. I need to hear some stories. I need to see some stories. I want you to succeed, but fuck, I'm not convinced that you want to succeed badly enough. And you can get fucking mad at me all you want. You can argue with me all you want. I see what I see. And I see more of this fucking indie wrestling shit than I ever fucking want to. And do I love seeing a bunch of shit from Spinebuster fucking... How much do I hate that fucking name? but I see their shit. And they're drawing crowds around 200 on a Wednesday fucking night, guys. And they're reaching out to people to see how they can get that crowd even bigger. And there's other groups coming up. Now I'm really seeing it. The groups that are contacting me, what can we do? Take a look at our shit. What do you like? What do you not like? Holy fucking shit. Now, I'll be the first to cop to the fact that PCW, on average, at the Academy Theater shows, did not have humongous crowds. We tended to be in venues where we did not have humongous crowds. However, in this day and age, to not have video out constantly, you want me to put up the fucking PCW posters? Fuck. What you see right over my shoulder is cooler than anything anybody's fucking doing now, for sure. And it's got a viewpoint and a vision. Tablet, telephone, all that. Shoot the video, cut them together, put shit up. Wrestlers cutting promos. Just, where's the proof that your stories matter? Where's the proof that you're trying to let people know that you exist? In advertising, people have to hear about you 3 different times in 3 different ways, on average, to be interested in attending your event. If you got a poster that you're throwing online and some of the wrestlers are sharing, great, that's 1. When are you going to add 2 and 3? Because if you're tired of me saying that you're a B show, you should be more tired of the fact that you are one. So what the fuck are you going to do about it? There's money and there's resources. Obviously, Gary Lamb is a true promoter. Southern Fried has got the most dedicated crowd, and they're trying to match their expectations. The age where you can rest on your laurels is done, guys. What the fuck are you going to do? What the fuck are you going to do? Bitch about me? Or prove me wrong? This has been Full Disclosure.